What's up, guys? It's Crazy Cooper 102 here, and I'm going to do a quick video. So hopefully this video will play right. I've been having some issues where it shows a black screen, so hopefully it'll turn to lag. Maybe maybe lag, no lag, please. Let's turn this down. That's weird. I can't fit the word in there. But how are y'all doing? I have JFay21 and plus Euronymous89 on the phone, but they're muted right now because they're playing a separate Minecraft world. So don't mind them. I just wanted to do a quick video and show you this world I'm doing. Okay. Don't know if that's supposed to happen. I don't think it is. But this is my amplified world that I've started. I will be doing, I just wanted to tell you guys, I'll hopefully be doing more videos this week. I might be in between jobs with Walmart and the Park and Rec in the area where I live, which is kind of cool, to be honest, because it's right here where I live. So, I'm glad about that. Little dust right there. Ugh, I need to dust some stuff off. But, yeah, anyway, I know there's lag, so this is not the best world, or I didn't try as much to set up this world or gameplay for this world yet, so sorry for the lag I'm experiencing, and because it'll show up in the video. Man, it's just so much lag, dude. Maybe 4 chunks, maybe that'll do it. Oh yeah, that's a lot better, but now I only can see 4 chunks. Which it don't really matter, I guess, because I'm in a amplified world. Probably won't be doing much today because I just wanted to give y'all a quick little update. Because I haven't really been doing videos because, you know, all I do is like to show what I'm playing anyway, which is usually games. So, I mean, I could try and make an entertaining video and not be lazy. But, I don't know why the leaves are glitching out like this. I haven't played on Java in a while on a video. So, anyway. Yeah, maybe I'll do some more videos on this world. I don't know. This is not a hardcore world. Just a regular world. Amplified world. I don't know why the leaves are glitching out like that. Ooh, I need some coal. And I'm gonna need some food too, but that's gonna be kind of hard to do because I'm gonna have to go up mountains and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing hopefully this week is making some more live streams, and hopefully I'll get into actually editing more and you know, doing the whole shabam, the whole thing. You know, that's a stupid word, but yeah, because I've edited thumbnails before and all that, but I mean not like really edited videos before. That's just never been my thing. I mean, I would love to have edited videos. That'd be great, you know. But first of all, I'm not smart enough to know all of it, and second of all, I could probably learn it. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been a little too lazy there. And plus, I have 2 brothers who are freaking way smarter at computer stuff than I am. Way smarter. I don't know why, but last night well, I was sleeping good. It seemed like, well, actually no. I usually take some sleep aids so I can go to sleep faster. Because if I don't, I'll stay up real late. And so anyway, but I decided to take JFay home late. It was like, I didn't get home till like 11 or 11:30, and I went by Taco Bell. I probably shouldn't have, but for some reason I was a little hungry because I know it was Easter, and because it was Easter yesterday whenever this video gets uploaded for me. Anyway, and well, I tried not to eat too much for Easter this time. So, that's the only dinner I had all day. So, to be fair, you don't have to be like rat me out for that. Like, hey, didn't you have a big meal for Easter? Well, yes, but I didn't. I tried not to eat a lot. I didn't load up my plate so much where my wrist hurts. Anyway, so last night it was kind of weird. So last night I ate my burrito. I got a burrito supreme, and then I went to bed at like 12:30 or 1. So I think it was probably about that time. Where should I build my house? Should I build it down here? I can build a ladder if I need to. So yeah, I guess so. But anyway. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. Since I don't have much of either wood. Well, I have more of that. So I couldn't go to sleep when I was actually trying to go to sleep. Finally trying to go to sleep at whatever time, 1 something. I don't need a big old house, at least for now. Well, and I think I finally got to sleep, but then the problem was, oops. You know, like last year, guys, I had this problem where I used to vape, and I vaped all the way up until, well, there good for a while. I did good and didn't vape when I was going to JSU. So like in 2020, I kind of vaped a lot, and I think everyone's starting to realize, like even people who used to vape, I feel like people who use the I almost said LSD pens, not LSD, but CBD pens and stuff. I think those people already kind of were like about vaping, because you know it hits way different, and it's like vaping and smoking is it's kind of like an instant kind of thing, and all it does is kind of make you feel, well, what you think you're feeling anyway is like a kind of a relaxed kind of feeling. That's what you think you're feeling. I mean, I guess it kind of does, but it's really doing a lot more harm to your body than you would think. And so I stopped vaping. So I waited till I was legal. So it's not like I had to ask for vapes or anything. I was a good boy. I waited till I was 21 for any of that. I didn't smoke cigarettes. I have once before. Actually, I have like probably 4 times before, but I haven't smoked the whole cigarette. Like I just can't do it. Not because like uh-oh. Plus you tried to invite me. Well, I got to get ready and go over to J-Phase anyway. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. So, would it look weird if I did like a mix like that? Or should I just replace? Oh, I know what I should do. Maybe I should gather more of this wood. Dude, can you not, dude? Can you quit inviting me to Minecraft? So, yeah, I'm gonna need more wood either way. go ahead and plant some more of these trees here. But anyway, the people who use like or C, what am I talking about? CBD pens and whatever, where it's like the oil inside pens, or even actually smoke weed. Either way, any of that stuff really isn't actually good for your body. I mean, let's be honest, none of it is actually supposed to be good. But, well, because then if you're like actually smoking weed, I can't believe I'm talking about this. I'm kind of thinking out loud to myself. Because if you're actually like smoking weed, you're still technically inhaling smoke along with it. You know what I mean? It's not just because it's burning it, like, you know. So it's also still smoke too. A little bit of regular smoke in there, just straight up smoke, along with the other chemicals in it. Let's see. Guess I'll need to go over here. But anyway, cool, it goes way down there. So, I stopped doing it in like May of 2021. I got pretty heavy in doing it in 2020 when I was working at Walmart, Arab Walmart the first time. And then, let's see. I started working at KFC. Yeah, I was still vaping pretty heavily, it seemed like. I got to where I could do like like those big old long ones that look like sick. You know how they used to make the pops? So it's not the pops. Pops even back then made me go ugh a little bit whenever I would hit those. But I'm kind of hungry right now. But it kind of makes my stomach get torn up too thinking about it. But it's also because I'm kind of hungry again. So anyway, yeah, so I'm over here vaping hard, like those pop. There were pop extras actually. I like those. I used to like this better, where they're like that long, like at least, maybe even more like that long, and they're like that big around. And I used to always get the orange ones. Ugh, makes me now. Like absolutely not. Now, no. But anyway. I could used to hit 3 to 4 of those at the same time, and I'd be pretty much just fine. It really didn't take. It really took up to like two or three anyway for me to even start feeling a buzz. I was vaping so much, yeah. I was vaping that much to where one didn't really give me a buzz, like just a hit off one, even a long hit off one. It had to be at least 2 or more. And so, man, and I didn't do it all the time like that. I'm just saying, like, because I got used to, I guess, the way one hit off of one vape felt like. But when I started doing 2, I did that more often. I didn't do it all the time. Anyway, there's no excuse for it. Vape is straight up not good for you at all. It's just, again, none of it's really that good for you, like at all. Like, it don't matter if you're doing the oils from marijuana, weed, or whatever, or actually smoking it, the real thing. It don't matter. It's none of it's really actually good for you at all. So, I stopped vaping in about June, maybe May. Really, I tried stopping in like April of 2021 because I was going to JSU with JFA and I knew I was going to be in band and all that. And I knew it was just probably not be too good to vape and be in band at the same time. See, because I would have done the community win band stuff and I might have not even been vaping then. But see, COVID had hit, and so I never got, to do band really for, gosh, a year really, about exactly a year. So during that time, I had turned 21, and I started trying to vape a little bit, and then it just spiraled into like I vape all the time. And so I stopped in like April or May of 2021, and even though I started playing with the Wallace State Community College band, concert band, I wasn't going to school there. I thought it was a community wind band, but it was not. It was a student-led band. And so I was a little like, oh, well, hello. But they let me play anyway, etc., etc. And I was still vaping, believe it or not. When I was playing, I played tuba. That's what I've been playing for the past, like, 4 years nearly now, whenever I've done band stuff. 5-ish, kind of. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm not saying you should smoke weed or anything out of vaping. You shouldn't do any of it, but if you're going to, I would probably say do something like weed. I'm not saying to do that. I'm not going to sit here and say doing drugs is something you should do, because I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't like any of it, really. I've tried it before with weed. Yes, I only tried it one time, but that one time made me not ever want to do that again, honestly. And it wasn't actual weed. All it was an CBD pen, and I didn't like how that made me feel at all. I'm the type of person who I just have got to have control over my body. And when I don't have control, like full control, 100% control, I ain't gonna like it. Like I wouldn't like how I felt if I got drunk any type of way. I don't like how it starts to feel. I've never been drunk, but I think I've started to feel like I was a little bit, and I just didn't like it at all. Not at all. And so anyway, but see, vaping I could handle because it would just be for a split second, and it didn't like alter your state of mind. Like vaping doesn't do that. It if anything, it makes you think that you're feeling relaxed when really it's not. So anyway, that's what happened there. Well, see, what am I doing? That's what I need. Um, so, yeah, I could handle that because it'd be a quick buzz. It's not something like that lasts, a long time. So, anyway, and I completely stopped vaping. I might have had a hit here and there before I actually went to JSU, when I was still at KFC, but for the most part, I tried quitting, and I did. I did pretty good. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't make it even. Well, it's going to be a double wide door then. So anyway, I had actually quit vaping, and I did good. I did really good because I didn't. The whole time I was at JSU, no, I didn't do a single time, and I was proud of myself. But see, when marching season ended, and I went from like basically band to no band again because concert band you barely really do anything. Um, I started back with the vaping, and I did for about a month and a half, and that was a bad idea because when I transferred Walmart, so I started working at Aero Walmart, transferred to the Jacksonville store during Christmas break, and well, let's just say like I started having like the shortness of breath kind of thing. I hate freaking even talking about it. Yeah, I almost let one rip, and I know I say cuss words in my videos and I shouldn't. But anyway, let's just have some real talk, I guess, for a second. So I was not able to. It felt like I was having to take big gasps of air. Like it wasn't like satisfying my lungs. You know what I mean? Like it felt like I was, no matter how many breaths I took or how big a breath I took, I would have to immediately take another big one because it's like, yeah, kind of like you're out of breath, like super out of breath, but like that feeling that's kind of like right here in the middle of your chest, like right here, that part. That's the part that felt like that, and I'm just yeah, and I remember the night that I started feeling like that because I was vaping and I noticed that I kind of felt that way the night before, where I would wake up and I noticed like I would have to take a couple of big breaths, and then it would stop, kind of, and um, I know I wish I could just. I mean, I tried explaining it to the doctor like this, but I feel like just talking to the camera, I'm even more saying it in more of an honest way. But anyway, I noticed that because in a way, in some weird ways, you don't want to fully say it because you want to act like you're the good little boy, even though you're there at the doctor. That's just maybe it's just a me thing. It probably is. Like I'm an idiot, but I mean I still try to tell them exactly what's going on. Really, it's just one of the times my mom was there, and I already kind of wanting to be like, yeah, I take care of my body, kind of, mentality. And so anyway, um, well, and then I vaped. I continued to vape the next day, and I remember it seemed like I didn't really vape while I was at work. I worked like the 1 to 10 shift, but then I took a couple big hits off of it when I got back to the trailer in Jacksonville, and I was thinking in my head maybe I shouldn't. I know I did it anyway, but I was thinking, and I regret it ever since. I was thinking maybe I should just quit again, like, but I wanted it so bad because I was so addicted to it already again because I reverted back. And when I did, it's like immediately after I did that, it's like I started having to take big breaths that wouldn't satisfy. And it's weird because it did go away for a few hours, but then I woke up, started waking up throughout the night like multiple times with feeling that way. Like I'm just kind of go like like it's just no matter like, and I was breathing big gulps into my mouth, like not even through my nose. Like it just was not like like it felt like I wasn't getting oxygen kind of thing. You know what I mean? And anyway, it was scary, but and because it was just me and Jay Faye, and um trying to think. Oh, and my roommate Luke, but he was always out. Like, he used to not be out late, and he wasn't a partier. He just started staying out, like, after marching season ended and the next semester started. He would stay up till like 3 a.m. in the morning. So, um, I would, I was just scared. And I woke up, I remember, the big one I remember is, that from that night, is I woke up that same night. I woke up having to gasp like really big until basically I threw up. I mean, it's just that bad, and it's the weirdest thing. I went to this place called Doctors Medcare, or Doctors Medcare of Jacksonville, or Doctors of Jacksonville or something. And the dude was just, and he was so weird. He went in there and he looked like he hadn't slept all night, and like his eyes were literally like squinted, and he talked almost like he's Donald J. Trump, but an even more of a monotone kind of voice. Like he was just super tired and didn't care. Like, seriously, I was, dude, because I'm over there super concerned. Like, obviously something was going on because I'm feeling a certain way. And yeah, and that time I went by myself. And basically he couldn't find anything. And so, and just throughout the day, I was just, and I think even when I was getting off work, or almost off work, I worked 1 to 10 at Walmart at the time in the deli in Jacksonville. I had to, oh, I guess I'll go ahead and play some. I had to, so what was it I did? Oh, my chest started tightening, like, maybe not like a heart attack kind of feeling, but kind of just like it was just getting heavy, sort of. Not like the tightening where it's like, like this kind of but like it's just pushing that way. And it seemed like it did kind of hurt a little bit. It didn't feel good, I can tell you that. But it didn't necessarily hurt. So, we went again, and that time, the second time, my mom came because JFA had to, I think JFA had to go dog sit at her aunt's. And I think I might have also been sick too during that time. Because I was feeling chills, like, you know what I mean? Like, almost like I had the flu or something. I might have. And, oh, hello. But anyway, and they put things around here to monitor the rhythm of my heart, and I guess check how it looks like. And they did some other test or whatever, and they still couldn't find anything wrong. And it was the same dude too, who come in there. What's the problem? Okay. Did you used to blah blah blah? Did you I can't find anything wrong. Maybe it's just you think there's something wrong and it's giving you anxiety, or, you know what I mean? Like, he was just like, very much so like that about it. Oh my goodness, I did not like how he was at all. Because he didn't act like he was concerned in any way. Like, it's like he didn't want to try and find out what's wrong. It's like, well, you just may think there's something wrong. Like, and you're just a bigger dude. Because I did gain some weight probably back since marching season had ended. Yeah, and I admit that. I probably did gain a few pounds back. But I knew it, and maybe the combination of that, along with the vaping, is what caused it. I don't know. But it's like he couldn't find anything physically wrong, you know? And it was just scaring the crap out of me, kind of thing. Because it's like, I feel something wrong. You may not can see it inside me, but I feel like there's something wrong, dude. And he's just like, okay. Well, I don't show anything wrong, man. I was just like, dude, are you kidding me? So, anyway, so And I still haven't. So I will get this straightened out. I still did have cravings to want to vape or smoke a cigarette or something. Um, and I refrained from it. I did. I really refrained from it. Real good too. Um, should I do like? Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Put like a couple of these right here. There you go. But so yeah, it was just one of those things. It's like, dude, I know you don't see anything wrong with me, dude, inside. Like, my heart's not beating weird. You don't see anything in there that looks weird. But I'm feeling it, dude. So there's something that's not right, probably. And so, but I tried to trust that doctor. I went off of, like, maybe it's just the combination of me getting bigger and, and me, this is really the first time I've really spoken about it, at least on video, I think. I just went with the fact that I was bigger, and the combination of that and vaping is what caused it. I mean, I didn't know. That's what they kind of suggested. I went off of, like, nothing's really wrong with me, I guess. I mean, I still felt like there was something wrong with me, don't get me wrong. But I thought maybe they can't see anything, maybe it's just that. So that's what I ran with, I rocked with. And so, and that lasted till about June is when it started getting, and it wasn't like as intense where I was just gulping like I was the first couple days or week or so or whatever. Admittedly, but going to sleep was the hardest thing because it felt like, when you're asleep, you're not sitting there automatically taking big breaths. You're just breathing normally, like that, you're not taking fast or big breaths right there. And so that's why it was hard to go to sleep. And my mom, like when J Faye would go, I think she went a couple of times to go dog sit at her aunt's house. And when she did, and Luke would go home for the weekend, go home back to here to Arab for the weekend. Because I had some reason when Walmart let me choose which days I wanted off as long as I worked one weekend day. I chose Monday and Tuesday to have off because I hate Mondays. Even though I should have chose like Sunday, Monday or something. And so he would go home for the weekend and J-Faye would go dog sit. I would be by myself, dude. And I was scared because I think during that time, that it was like that weekend, I was sitting there with the heater on. Oh, and one thing, I say I felt cold, but one thing was my trailer heat wasn't working. Like the heater the heat wasn't kicking on, and someone went and fixed it, but I think it went off again for whatever reason. And so I was sitting there shivering with a little space heater in front of the couch because that's, there was no other way for it to be real close to me unless I drug like a table and by my bed, I guess. And I felt better trying to sleep sitting like kind of up, and mostly when I was sleeping on my back. You know what I mean? On my sides, it didn't really work as much. And my mom just had to tell me, well, look, you're still alive. You're still conscious. I mean, because all she was on the phone with me at like 9 o'clock. And 9 or 10 at night or something like that. And she comforted me. She really did. And that stayed in my head like, I'm still alive. I'm still living. I think it would look better if I'd done this. Put this around like this. Yeah, that would have looked better. So, anyway, but I also really do kind of think I felt sick because I think I had snot coming out and I was just shivering either way. Like I wanted it hot, it felt like. So, I would sit there on the couch with the heater on the table right there, just with it on blast for a long time. And so anyway, that's what I did. And I gradually got to where I didn't notice it as much anymore. The reason I'm talking about this is, so I went by June. I was a lot better, and then by August when I went, because I took the school year off of JSU and came back. I decided to come back, so I came back and worked at Publix during that time, and then went back to KFC in August, and by that time I was pretty much better. I feel like. So hopefully this video has been recording right. If it's not, then I'm gonna scream because I've been talking to myself for no reason. Then. So anyway, yeah, so and then really I got better and better and better until I really didn't kind of feel it anymore, much anymore, and I kind of wanted it to kind of stay there in some ways, just a little bit, not like all the time, just so I wouldn't forget. Because it was like I would get better, and then it would slightly come back just a little bit, and like during the months of like May, June, and even July, it seemed like of this last year, yeah, and it did that on and off, and because I remember I was thinking it always comes back a little bit, and I can't just think it's completely over. And I kind of wanted it to be like that, so I would know going to sleep. How I did it, I would just have to, like I wouldn't feel like I'm taking a big enough breath. Yes, when I would go to sleep, especially when I was getting better. But I would have to remember, I'm just gonna have to have that kind of feeling of not having a full breath kind of feel. You know what I mean? In my body, and because I'm still alive, my blood's still getting oxygenated. It's getting oxygen put in my bloodstream. Oxygenated. I feel stupid. I can't remember how to say that. So yeah, I'm still alive. My blood's still getting oxygen it needs. Obviously, it just for some reason it don't feel like it. Like not completely, obviously, but just a little bit. And I would have to remember that as I drift off to sleep. Holy shoot, did that just pop up right in front of me? That's a big one. Well, crap, dude. Someone wasn't even out for that. That's crazy. I was just like sitting here and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's a tree there now. But anyway. Um, I smoked like one cigar and like a cigarette in like June or July. I think it was July. Kind of messed up again. And but other than that, I didn't vape. I wasn't buying a vape. And and after that, I was like, nope, I'm not going to smoke a cigar either, or a cigarette. It don't matter what it is. I'm not doing it. And I didn't. But anyway, last night, what my main point is last night I had trouble going to sleep after because I got real sleepy from my sleep aid, but I was fighting it, and I ate my supreme burrito supreme from Taco Bell, so I didn't go to sleep till like 12:30 or 1, and I had trouble going to sleep. I just because I fought it long enough to where it just I didn't feel sleepy anymore. And but I knew I still felt sleepy, but not sleepy enough to fall asleep like I should have went to sleep. Well, then I woke up at probably like 4 or 5, and I had that kind of same feeling again where I wasn't getting enough oxygen, just a little bit. Like I hadn't really felt it in like January, February, March, April. Well, it's still April. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7, 8 months since probably about last August. Like really felt anything. I'd say I felt that all year, and I somewhat did, but not like where it's just constant like it was before. You know, kind of torturing me. That looks scary, don't it? That frame of glass. Yeah, weird how it happened to be right here, like at this view where it should have, because just like slightly over it and it goes away. But anyway, um, and then really I only felt it when I was laying on my side like my left or right side last night. But when I would lay flat down like on my back, I wouldn't feel it. And but see, that's kind of hard for me to go to sleep just laying on my back, to be honest. And so I don't know. I last year I did start drinking when I was down working at Publix, because there's like a liquor store right beside, like a hardcore liquor store right beside Publix. I didn't really go there. I went there one time with my buddy Supernova Gamer, y'all know, and we got like I only got one thing, and I drank it over the course of like months. You know, I didn't drink it all at one time. And look at this sad music starting to play, and creepiness. It's like this Minecraft. This one, I forget what this one's called. It's like it's sad, but also nostalgic at the same time. Nostalgic, whatever. Because it's like, oh, Minecraft, calming, sad because it's off in the distance now. But anyway, I've still never been quite the same ever since I had that experience that I had in February of 2022. I've never been quite the same. I never quite felt the same. And I started drink. When I say started drinking, I'm not talking about regular. I just mean like having like a Corona every now and then. You know what I mean? But see, I was getting to where I would buy like a whole case of it, and I would have like one almost every day. You know, and then I wouldn't get a case for a long time, and then when J Fay would go dog sit for her aunt, I would stop by Food City because you can actually have your custom beer. Like you can choose different brands for a 6 pack, and like fat tire, sorry, and then Corona or um, Miller and Bud Light, and trying to think of the other one I got. Blue Moon, and sometimes Modelo. There was still one more I can't think of right now. But anyway, but one was a Boston Lager. I can't remember. And I did that a few times, where it's just a 6 pack, not a whole 16 to 20 bottle case of Corona or something. And anyway, That didn't really affect me in a bad way. I just noticed like a couple months ago or so, or maybe been longer ago than that, when I was drinking a Corona, and I don't know if this was because I was drinking a Corona, but I was my leg was kind of cramping up around my knee a little bit, like not I say cramping up, it was kind of just achy, and well, that kind of scared me a little bit, and by this time I had already bought like another case of Corona, and I still have it too because I've just barely slowly been drinking on it because I spent money on it and I don't want it to go to waste necessarily. So, but at the same time, that kind of it kind of scared me enough to where I didn't want to drink beer like was before. So that's what happened. It just scared me. I don't know if that's what it was. It was probably just my knee just being like that. And so last night I drank it. I drank finally. I've been going like I'll drink a beer and it might even be a week or a week and a half before I drink another one now. Like you know what I mean? I just barely drink because it's in the fridge. I need to get rid of it somehow, and I spent money on it. And so I know I'm talking about my self a lot in this video, so this is really just a myself kind of video, more than just a Minecraft video. So yeah, or I'll go at least like 3 days in between drinking them, but it's usually been like a week where I'll drink one. You know, just every now and then. And no, I'm not saying that had anything to do with my breathing. That shouldn't. Um, and I know I need to lose weight. That's one thing. And I've been trying to just drink water, a bunch of water, and I have. I've just been drinking a bunch of water, you know. And that might have started helping some, but I know. Let's get these right here. I know. I know I need to probably do more to lose some more weight than that. Put my bed right there. So anyway, I hope it doesn't come back. It kind of, I didn't sleep for, I really was just, I was dozing, you know. So, yeah. And I really woke up at 7:30, but I was still really sleepy. And so I tried to go back to sleep and like now I feel alright, but anyway, I know I need to get going. Um, y'all just think about me because I'm a little concerned about it, yeah, or maybe a little more than just a little concerned. But I know it's not hopefully anything real bad. It's just it scares me a little bit just because I don't know. Because the doctor couldn't find anything, so it's like, I mean, and I know doctors might not see something or catch something, but and that's why you have to keep going to different doctors. But I don't have the money to do that. You know, even if I'm on my mom's and dad's insurance, it still costs like anywhere from 10 to like 40, $50 a visit. You know, just a visit, and the actual thing they perform, if you got insurance, it's covered. But it's still anywhere from $10 to $50. Really, you never know. That's might sound outrageous, but it's true and it's possible. So, maybe I need to go check again. I don't know. And honestly, I'm a little afraid too. I'm afraid of what they could find. Like, you got like lung cancer or something. Oh, wouldn't that be awful? Lung cancer. I feel like that throat cancer, brain cancer, any form of cancer is all like just awful. Breast cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, brain cancer are, let's see, one, two, three, four, are the four most scariest forms of cancer in my opinion. Like, if it could be anywhere, like, I don't know, maybe be in my leg. I don't want any of my body to go, but like if it was in my foot or something. I had cancer in my foot, which would be a weird place to have it, but chop off that foot, dude, if you can't get rid of it, because there's still a chance it might come back. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll be okay. It's just it's really annoying with this thing, and I know it probably does does have to do with weight too, my weight, because I weigh like 260 now, and I never wanted to get this big. I've always been like, I used to always average around 230 or lighter, but recently, the last year, 2 years really, maybe 2.5 years, I've been, since really me and Jenna started dating, I've been putting on more weight. And I know it helped a little being in Jacksonville and the JSC band, but I mean, because it's something. Because, see, I wish I could do that, like something to do with marching still. Because, see, that's something I love doing a lot. And I'm also getting the exercise. Maybe not completely getting the exercise I need, but I'm out there in the heat and I'm sweating it off. And I'm also marching a tuba, most likely, wherever, whatever band I'm going to be in. And so there's the weight of the horn. And you're marching in time. You have to be right on the beat. So, and it might be fast or slow, and there it was like that in Jacksonville, and it might be your next spot might be like 50 yards away. No, I'm not saying it's that far, but there was some periods during the show during my time at JSU where I went from the sideline basically, because the band's so big, to basically nearly like the 45 and like 24 counts. And I don't know about you, like the front basically. I went to like the middle like right in the middle of the field goal, all the way to like the 45 and 24 counts. I don't know about you, but that's big freaking steps. And anyway, I remember that was the hardest part, was that one right there. Oh, that one and one other one where I kind of went like, I went from like the 20 to 40, I think, or something like that. Shouting was kind of a lot. Or 45, too. Anyway, but it's nothing like going on the 5 or 10 yard line, whatever you call the goal line, to the 45, nearly the 50 in the front. So, anyway, yeah, you guys just stay healthy. Have a great day. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to Gianna's house. Y'all have a great day. Bye.